Japan, a land of millennia-old heritage, cutting-edge technology, exquisite cuisine, and a unique and fascinating culture. Yet it harbors a social system with some of the most haunting paradoxes on the planet. Right now, thousands of dollars a night are being spent by beautiful single women just to buy attention from men. An East Asian superpower that transcends the harshness of nature. But behind the bustling neon lights of Tokyo, homeless people would rather hide in the shadows, accepting starvation than beg, to protect their last shred of self-respect. This country holds hidden corners that not everyone has the courage to see through. Located on the eastern edge of the Eurasian continent, Japan is one of the first places in the world to witness the sunrise. For this reason, its people have long called their country Nippon, meaning origin of the sun, or land of the rising sun. Looking at a map, Japan is composed of 6,800 islands of varying sizes, with a total area of approximately 380,000 square kilometers, roughly equivalent to the US state of California. The country's topography is highly concentrated, with 97% of its land area located on just 4 of the largest islands: Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku. Despite its relatively small size, it remains the 11th most populous country in the world, with over 122 million people. Its capital, Tokyo, is the most populous city globally, boasting over 41 million residents. Remarkably, this megacity is almost never congested. The public transportation and subway system here always operate as smoothly and precisely as a Swiss clock, even during peak hours. Not only that, Tokyo is also a culinary pinnacle, boasting more Michelin stars than any other city in the world, surpassing both Paris and New York. Its culinary culture ranges from simple bento boxes costing a few dollars to lavish kaiseki or omakase feasts costing hundreds of dollars. Behind this bustling atmosphere and convenience, Japan is facing a serious demographic crisis. The rapid aging process has led to a record-breaking decline in the nation's population for 16 consecutive years, and currently, 30% of the national population is over 65 years old. Japan even faces the risk of disappearing from the world map, a fact that will be revealed later, so comment number 1 if you're truly interested in hearing it. Located right on the Pacific Ring of Fire, Japan experiences approximately 1,500 earthquakes each year. The most devastating was the Tohoku earthquake of 2011, exceeding 9 on the Richter scale, triggering a 40-meter-high tsunami and causing a level 7 nuclear accident at Fukushima Daiichi. This disaster claimed over 20,000 lives and caused $360 billion in damage, making it the most costly natural disaster in human history. However, this challenging volcanic terrain has also given the Japanese people an invaluable gift: the onsen culture. These natural hot springs, born from the Earth's depths, have created a unique ritual for healing body and mind. The act of bathing naked amidst snow-covered landscapes and adhering to strict unwritten rules has become a unique cultural experience that any visitor to the land of cherry blossoms would long to try at least once. When thinking of Japanese women, people often picture slender figures, fair skin, and refined modesty rather than voluptuous curves. Many still maintain traditional feminine traits such as a graceful gait, a high-pitched voice, or even paying for artificial dimples, yeba, to look more adorable. This led Western media to once frame them as demure geishas or innocent, submissive girls. However, the modern generation of women has rebelled to shatter these stereotypes. The rebellion erupted with the Ganguro movement, where women tanned their skin, wore heavy makeup, and dressed in vibrant colors. This trend emerged in the 1990s as a direct attack on the traditional white skin standards of East Asian women. In megacities like Tokyo and Osaka, a lifestyle revolution is underway. Women over 30 are choosing to remain single, work full-time, and be financially independent. Marriage is no longer a mandatory destination, but must bring real value. In particular, despite the strong patriarchal mindset in Japanese society, women hold absolute financial power within the family. Traditionally, husbands must hand over their entire salaries to their wives, receiving only a monthly allowance called okozukai. According to a financial survey by Shinsei Bank, the average okozukai a husband receives is only about 350,000 yen, equivalent to less than $300 per month. This autonomy has also reshaped their views on marriage. When deciding to start a family, the trend of marrying foreigners, especially Western men, is increasing sharply, with hundreds of thousands of people marrying each year. The reason is simple. Japanese women find in Western men an emotional openness, appreciation, and a comfortable expression of affection, qualities often suppressed in their native culture. If you want to learn how to get to know Japanese women, comment number 2 and we'll reveal more. Conversely, there are women who choose a successful but lonely life. They have a unique way of spending money and controlling their emotions. They are willing to spend thousands of dollars a night at luxurious host clubs, to buy conversation services, and receive emotional support from charming young men. Even red light districts like Kabukicho in Tokyo have become meccas for this industry, with giant billboards featuring top male escorts. In a cold urban society, this is not just entertainment, but a way to relieve stress, a well-deserved reward after hours of intense work and pressure. Have you ever considered that a thriving nation like Japan is on the verge of disappearing? Since 1972, Japan's birth rate has plummeted to rock bottom. It has fallen from over 2 to just 1.15 children per woman. Each year, 1.5 million people die, but only 770,000 babies are born. This results in a population loss of nearly 800,000 annually. Experts predict that by 2040, around 500 towns will be wiped out. If this trend continues, by 2072, the entire country will be left with only one child under 14 years old, living alone in Yamanashi Prefecture. This shock isn't in the future. It's a heartbreaking reality in these ghost villages. For example, Nagoro village in Tokushima Prefecture, once home to over 300 people, now has fewer than 30 elderly people barely surviving. For over a decade, the school has been closed, and there's been a complete absence of children. To fill the terrifying loneliness in these dying lands, people have chosen a very strange way of coping. In the village of Nagoro itself, an elderly woman meticulously crafted over 350 life-sized cloth dolls. She placed them everywhere to replace those who had passed away or left the village. Not only do visitors to Japan face the emptiness of human presence, but they also have to come to terms with another kind of emptiness on the streets, the disappearance of public trash cans. Since the shocking sarin gas attack on the Tokyo subway in 1995, the government has removed most trash cans for security reasons. Now you can only find them at train stations or convenience stores. Yet, miraculously, the streets remain spotlessly clean. The Japanese consider maintaining cleanliness a personal responsibility, so they readily put their trash in bags and take it home for proper disposal. But behind that seemingly perfect neatness, Japanese culture hides a dark side, the fate of the homeless, those who appear invisible in official reports with a near 0%. In reality, they are there, but choose to hide out of self-respect. In Japanese society, homelessness is equated with failure and shame. Because of their honor, they never beg or sleep on the streets, but live quietly on the fringes. This disappearance is also influenced by laws and urban design. Begging is considered disruptive, and parks are locked and closed early. Even park benches are curved or have handrails added to prevent anyone from leaning back. All of this pushes these people out of the sight of a proud society. By the way, which country are you watching this video from? And which aspect of Japan's disappearance resonated with you most strongly? Let us know in the comments below. Many people jokingly say that Japan is living in 2050, but in reality, it's deeply stuck in the previous century. The surface of the country looks like something out of a science fiction movie, with smart toilets that automatically open lids and heat the seats. Even high-end versions can display weather forecasts or suggest amenities directly on the control panel. Walking down the street, you'll be overwhelmed by a network of over 4 million vending machines that allow you to buy anything with a push of a button, or unique dinosaur-shaped robots serving as hotel receptionists. However, behind this glamorous facade, you'll be shocked to discover that in this technological superpower, cash still reigns supreme. Japanese administration and daily life operate with an incredibly conservative mindset. Tourists are always advised to carry around 20,000 yen in their wallets, as many family-run restaurants and traditional shops firmly refuse credit cards or modern e-wallets. This paradox is even more evident in the digital world. Despite possessing top-tier software engineers, Shinkansen bullet train booking apps, and being the birthplace of the global gaming industry, the internet in Japan appears remarkably outdated. The website interfaces of major corporations, banks, and government agencies worldwide look like they were designed in the 1990s, crowded with text, using old fonts, not optimized for mobile phones, and lacking payment features. While the rest of the world long since abandoned Yahoo, Japan remains the most widely used search engine in the country. This contradiction is most deeply rooted in how the Japanese conduct legal transactions. While the rest of the world is racing towards artificial intelligence and digital signatures, adults in Japan are still required to possess a personal wooden seal called a hanko. Instead of quickly signing their names, they must use this seal to stamp bank documents or contracts for them to be recognized. This is a peculiar physical barrier, a testament to the fascinating interplay between a distant future and a conservative past in the land of cherry blossoms. Imagine standing in the heart of Tokyo, surrounded by 37 million bustling people, yet unable to find a single person to genuinely talk to. That's the cruel paradox of modern Japanese society. Isolation pushes people to the brink, forcing them to use money to buy even the most basic relationships. If you feel utterly alone, you can hire someone to pretend to be a friend, a wife, or a father to accompany you to events. A fake family can be ordered with just a phone call to fill the void. This impasse has given rise to an incredibly bizarre emotional outsourcing industry. If you want to end a romantic relationship but are emotionally exhausted, there are services to break up on your behalf. If you've made a major business mistake but are afraid to face the consequences, professional companies will send someone to formally apologize on your behalf. But when money is powerless to mend the wounds, abandonment will push this society into a cruel time trap called the 80-50 tragedy. This is the tearful scar left by parents who, at 80, frail and exhausted, die, leaving behind children already in their 50s. After decades of confining themselves within 4 walls due to social pressure, these 50-year-old children lack life skills and are unable to work. Then, when their parents pass away, they choose to lie still and accept starvation in their own rooms. Their final destination is kodokushi, meaning death in absolute solitude, where bodies are only discovered weeks later by the stench of death rising after society has completely forgotten them. In this country, the fear of bothering others and the immense self-respect mean that homeless people would rather hide in secluded corners than beg. And when the repression reached its breaking point, they quietly sought refuge in the Aokigahara suicide forest at the foot of Mount Fuji. This is the sad final chapter for souls who chose to leave a world that was too suffocating and cold. Imagine yourself standing amidst the towering skyscrapers of Tokyo, home to multinational corporations and a precisely controlled train system. Western tourists admire the salarymen, the office warriors representing unwavering loyalty and iron discipline. Yet, this is the cruelest paradox gnawing at the Japanese economy, where the ideal of dedication has been distorted into an invisible but suffocating pressure. Behind that polished facade lie 12 to 16-hour shifts and endless unpaid overtime. No one dares leave before their boss for fear of being seen as a burden to the team. This near-total exhaustion has given rise to one of the world's most bizarre support service ecosystems. In many central offices, small mobile standing pods have begun to be installed, allowing employees to snatch a quick 20-minute nap while standing. This exhaustion is openly acknowledged by society through the inamure culture, which manifests as people falling asleep on trains or during meetings. Instead of being criticized, they are praised for working themselves to exhaustion. The deadlock is so great that it has even given rise to services that help people resign. Terrified of facing their superiors' wrath, many people pay agencies to handle legal procedures and pack their belongings on their behalf, aiming to escape without ever seeing their boss. The ultimate consequence of this productivity machine is a society where people are exploited to the point of exhaustion and self-destruction, both physically and mentally. This highly developed economy has given birth to the heartbreaking legal term karoshi, meaning death from overwork. Many young, healthy people have died suddenly at their desks from heart failure or stroke. When the suppression exceeds the limits of endurance, karoshi transforms into karojisatsu, which means suicide due to workplace pressure. These heartbreaking deaths are a sad scar on the land of the rising sun, a warning about the modern world's willingness to trade human lives for ruthless growth figures. Mount Fuji is a sacred spiritual symbol of Japan. However, few people know that the summit, from 3,360 meters upwards, is privately owned. This area has belonged to the Fujisan Hongu Sengen Taisha Shrine for over 400 years. Despite its peaceful appearance and year-round snow cover, it is actually an active stratovolcano. Scientists have been closely monitoring the mountain 24/7 since its last eruption in 1707. Furthermore, women were forbidden from climbing the mountain until 1872. This rule stemmed from ancient religious beliefs about the purity of the divine abode. Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine is famous for its kingdom of tens of thousands of orange-red torii gates. Businesses have offered them as sacrifices to pray for good fortune. The price of each gate ranges from 400,000 yen to over 1 million yen. You'll see hundreds of fox statues scattered throughout the temple grounds. These animals aren't gods. They are messengers of the agricultural god Inari. Their mouths hold the key to the granary. Notably, this temple is open 24/7. The experience of climbing through the torii gate tunnels at night is incredibly thrilling for visitors. Himeji Castle, also known as the White Heron Castle, boasts a sophisticated optical illusion defense system. The path leading to the main tower is designed as a spiral maze full of dead ends. This design effectively misleads enemy forces. This 14th century structure has never been destroyed by war. It miraculously survived the medieval civil wars and was completely unharmed by bombing raids during World War II. It also withstood the historic Kobe earthquake in 1995. The secret to its durability lies in its pristine white paint. The entire surface is plastered with a special layer of plaster several centimeters thick to prevent fires from ancient missiles. Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion, is a unique architectural masterpiece. The two upper floors of the pagoda are completely covered with thin, shimmering sheets of pure gold leaf. This gold layer must be regularly maintained to withstand harsh weather conditions. The pagoda you see today is actually a reconstruction from 1955. The original was set ablaze by a young monk in 1950 who was deeply haunted by the beauty of the structure. This wonder possesses immense historical and artistic value. The building is a blend of 3 different architectural styles. The first floor is a noble's palace, the second floor is a samurai residence, and the third floor is a Buddhist meditation hall. When it comes to the finest Japanese cuisine, sushi is the first name that comes to mind. Its global popularity stems from a minimalist philosophy that achieves absolute sophistication, combining vinegared rice with fresh seafood. Japanese artisans often spend decades honing their skills to master the techniques of shaping the rice or preparing seasonal fish. In Japan, prestigious restaurants often limit the number of diners and require reservations months in advance. Ramen, on the other hand, is a complex culinary map with extremely strict standards. The texture of the noodles is determined by kansui water, an alkaline mineral water that helps bind the proteins in the flour more tightly. Sapporo leads with its rich miso broth. Meanwhile, Hakata is famous for its pork bone broth, simmered for 18 hours to fully release the collagen. Tokyo takes a more refined approach with its delicate shoyu broth, providing a balanced overall flavor. Okonomiyaki is a savory pancake cooked directly on an iron griddle with flexible ingredients ranging from wheat flour to cabbage and seafood. The name of the dish means cooked to your liking, ayabayo, so diners can freely choose their ingredients. While people in Osaka prefer mixing all the ingredients in a rich sauce, people in Hiroshima choose to layer them with noodles to create a unique texture. Matcha is not just a type of tea, but a marvel of agriculture and processing. The tea plants are covered with black nets for about 3 weeks before harvesting to increase the chlorophyll content and the amino acid L-theanine, which creates its characteristic sweet aftertaste. Matcha powder is present in every aspect of Japanese sweets, from tiramisu to modern lattes. In specialized tea houses, matcha powder is often ground manually using stone mills at a very slow speed to avoid generating heat that could affect the tea's original aroma. The image of monks who are strict vegetarians and live a life of complete asceticism is completely inapplicable in Japan. This nation possesses a spiritual life so flexible it's almost pragmatic. The Japanese don't confine themselves to a single faith. Instead, they choose a fascinating blend of Shinto and Buddhism. Their unwritten principle is to be born with Shinto and die with Buddhism. They view religion as a spiritual tool to support each stage of life, rather than rigid dogmas. But what makes Japanese monks so different from the rest of Asia? The fact is, they are allowed to eat meat and drink alcohol freely, because monastic life here takes on the appearance of a hereditary profession passed down from father to son. This pivotal shift stems from the Nikubuku Saitai decree issued by the government in 1872 during the Meiji era, when the law officially permitted the clergy to eat meat and marry. Even more astonishing is that the monks are completely. They have the right to marry and have children to ensure there is always an heir to take over the management of the family temple. Therefore, the boundary between secular and religious life in Japan has become more fragile than ever. This unconventionality goes even further when religion begins to operate like a real business machine. Many temples are now managed systematically like commercial enterprises, with professional websites and paid yoga classes on their premises. They open online stores to sell amulets or spiritual items to meet the convenience needs of modern society. Religion has been commercialized in a subtle and effective way. The pinnacle of this pragmatism lies in how the Japanese embrace Western culture. The habit of millions of Japanese people during Christmas is not to go to church, but to patiently queue for buckets of KFC fried chicken. Originating from a successful marketing campaign in 1974 with the classic slogan, "Christmas with Kentucky Fried Chicken," this practice continues. Eating fast food has become a kind of Christmas ritual. This blend is proof that the Japanese can turn any foreign element into a part of life, as long as it's convenient and enjoyable. When we talk about Japanese cherry blossom viewing culture, we often picture the serene Mount Fuji, nestled among pale pink cherry blossoms. However, a little-known historical fact is that Takato Cherry Blossom Park in Nagano is actually a bloody historical site. It was once a formidable military fortress during the Warring States period. When the castle was destroyed in the 19th century, The local samurai refused to let their heritage fade into oblivion. They personally planted over 1,500 Kohigan sakura cherry trees, known for their unusually vibrant pink blossoms. They transformed a devastating ruin into a vibrant natural wonder to commemorate the fallen warriors. The Japanese people's respect for discipline and the education of future generations is further demonstrated by the Namahage Matsuri Festival, held annually in February in Akita Prefecture. This festival is based on an ancient legend about demon-like creatures called Namahage that appear to warn and bless people. The most striking part is when the men in the village dress up as Namahage, wearing terrifying demon masks and straw costumes, and go door to door. They shout questions to remind children to behave and adults to work hard. Although the scene seems gruesome, locals believe this helps ward off evil spirits and ensure a peaceful year. Equally challenging is the Hadaka Matsuri Festival in winter in Okayama Prefecture, also known as the Naked Festival. Thousands of men, wearing only thin white loincloths called fundoshi, brave the biting cold to jostle and push each other. Their goal is to grab 2 sacred wooden sticks thrown from the temple balcony by priests. The enthusiastic crowd believes that whoever catches the sticks will possess good fortune and prosperity for their entire family throughout the new year. In stark contrast to that solemnity, Japan boasts a unique festival called the Kanamara Matsuri in Kawasaki. This is a festival of giant phallic processions, where thousands of people pour into the streets, cheering and carrying wooden or metal phallic statues in broad daylight. This event, dating back to the 17th century, carries profound humanitarian significance as the Japanese hold it to pray for fertility and good fortune in marriage. Even more impressive is that a large portion of the festival's revenue is used to fund global HIV research and treatment. The blend of discipline and unconventional festivals is the unique charm of Japan. And if you had the chance to participate, which festival would you choose to experience this authentic Japanese culture? Analyzing the cost of living in Japan is a strategic step before you decide to move here. In major centers like Tokyo or Osaka, a one-bedroom apartment near a train station costs between $800 and $1,200. First-time renters face a non-refundable fee called reikin, key money, along with a shikakin, security deposit, and brokerage fees. These combined can push initial costs up to 5 times the monthly rent. Moving to the suburbs offers significantly more affordable options, ranging from $400 to $700. The public transportation system here is world-renowned, with an average train delay rate of less than 1 minute per year. This precision stems from the country's strict culture of maintaining order. Speaking loudly or letting your phone ring on the subway is considered impolite, so stations always require passengers to switch to manner mode. Another unwritten rule is the culture of queuing. Whether boarding a train or using an elevator, everyone patiently waits in line, and cutting in line is considered extremely rude. With a monthly pass costing between $70 and $100, this order and stability are entirely justified. Regarding food costs, a budget of $200 to $300 is sufficient if you cook at home. To save money, you should shop at the supermarket after 8 o'clock in the evening, as this is when fresh sushi platters or bento boxes are often discounted by up to 50%. When paying at the counter, tourists should remember to place the money on a small tray instead of handing it directly to show respect and avoid unnecessary physical contact. Although Japan is a safe country, you should still be wary of hidden service charges called otoshi in busy tourist areas, where some restaurants may automatically add the cost of appetizers to the bill of foreign customers. In general, a budget of between $1,200 and $1,500 is a realistic figure for a single person to live comfortably in this megacity. Hopefully, these figures and rules of conduct have given you a clearer picture of the reality of life in Japan. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to join us in future videos. Did you find these costs and rules interesting or too strict? Please leave your opinion below.